There's a new reason why leftist liberals are panicked about Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and it's not just about her health. I'll give you a hint. It has everything to do with the victory lap that President Trump is taking this week that no president in the last 5 administrations has been able to achieve. Stick with me. You are going to love this one. Greetings, everyone. Make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. You're not going to want to miss a single video where we analyze current events in light of super awesome conservative trends so you can live in the present, in light of even better things to come. That's right. This channel is your daily white pill reporting on the inevitable, the unstoppable rise of a new conservative age in our midst. So let's start with our chat question for the day. Do you believe that Ruth Bader Ginsburg will vacate her seat on the Supreme Court before the 2020 election? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And this is an incredibly pertinent question for this week in particular. We're going to look at what President Trump accomplished this week with regard to the judiciary that has leftist liberals utterly panicking. But first, a huge Trumpian shout out to the sponsors of this video, keeping our lights on, and that's, of course, our good friends over at Noble Gold. Now, are you looking for the perfect gift for the holidays? Well, here's your answer. This is the perfect gift for the patriot in your life, the President Trump Commander-in-Chief solid silver coin. And what's so awesome is that until December, Noble Gold are offering this incredible coin with a cool $10 off and a fantastic collector's display case, making an insane $17.95 savings on the price you'd normally pay. Go to TrumpCoin2020.com and select the Commander-in-Chief coin and make sure to use the code MyName, Steve Turley, for this unbelievable discounted price. Whether it's for Veterans Day, Thanksgiving, or Christmas, don't miss this one. Click on the link below, choose the Commander-in-Chief coin, make sure to use that code Steve Turley for your special discount. You'll be glad that you did. All right, let's dive right into it here. As of this week, President Trump has made history by appointing more federal judges than each of the last 5 administrations were able to accomplish at this point in their presidency. And a number of commentators are recognizing that Trump is indeed effectively remaking the judiciary in his own nationalist populist image. Here's some stats. As of this week, President Trump will have successfully appointed over 160 judges, conservative judges, on the federal bench. Now, just to put this in context, by this time in his presidency, Barack Obama had appointed just over 100 judges. So Trump is moving almost twice as fast in appointing federal judges. And of course, these are thoroughgoing conservatives, all of whom have been vetted by the Federalist Society, of which a number of conservative Supreme Court justices are members. So most especially, I would say, the late, great Antonin Scalia, my favorite justice. In the next few months, at the current rate, President Trump will have appointed nearly 200 conservative justices to the federal bench, which is doing nothing less than transforming the judiciary into a thoroughly conservative nationalist populist bench. It gets even better. President Trump has appointed 43 appeals court confirmations across all 13 circuits, 12 or 13 circuits, which is twice as many as any of the past 5 presidents were able to appoint at this time in their respective presidencies. The closest president was George W. Bush. He came closest with 29 appointees. But of course, all of this for Trump is mere preparation. It's just an appetizer for the big event, and that's, of course, the Supreme Court. Now, one of the things that we noted back in 2016, when this channel first started, I don't know how many of you know, but we've been going now for about 3 years, okay? November 1st, 2016 was our first edition of our Turley Talks channel here. And we started with 7 video arguments uploaded each day leading up to the election on November 8th. And we made an extended argument that Donald Trump was indeed going to win the presidency. They're still up if you want to look at them. The quality is crazy. But one of the things we gloated over after we were right about the election and the corporatist, globalist, Marxist media was wrong, one of the things we gloated over was now Trump has the opportunity to appoint upwards of 6 or even 7 Antonin Scalias on the Supreme Court. In other words, if we take the 4 conservatives who are already there, and yes, I know throwing in Justice Roberts could be a real disappointment there, but nevertheless, you take Roberts, you take Thomas, you take Alito, right? And then you appoint 3 more solid conservatives. We'll have the Supreme Court for the next generation, which means you could kiss goodbye to the ACLU. You could kiss goodbye Planned Parenthood and all these other left-wing lunatic legal organizations that have sued conservatives into submission over the years, relying on a left-wing court. They'll all be gone. Now, of course, we're almost there. We're just one appointed judge away, and that's where the whole freak out among leftist liberals with Ruth Bader Ginsburg is coming in. CNN ran a story just a few weeks back about how nervous left-wing libs are and continue to be over Ginsburg's health. And I'm sure you all know she recently announced that she successfully battled another bout with cancer. This was her 3rd bout with cancer, if I recall correctly. But regardless, she's 86, 87 years old. It doesn't take a genius to figure out her days on the court are numbered. And if you want to get a kick out of how liberals are reacting to this, check out my video on the ultra-liberal Michael Moore panicking over Ginsburg's latest cancer scare. It's absolutely hilarious. You can check it out at the link at the top right of this video. And I'll make sure to link it down below for you as well in the pinned comments. I think you're just going to love seeing Michael Moore panicked and freaking out. But CNN isn't kidding. They know that every day, every new day, we could wake up to the headline that Ruth Bader Ginsburg kicked the bucket, and that now Trump has a vacancy in the Supreme Court to fill and a Republican Senate that's ready to make it happen, if they want re-election, that is, right? And you know, it's interesting. Reading the CNN article on how panicked left-wing liberals are, you know, at least the honest ones, they all know that no Democrat is going to beat Trump in the upcoming election in 2020. They know that. So I have to wonder, and I'd be curious as to what you thought about this in the comments below. Let's think about this together. How much of this impeachment fiasco, this impeachment circus, how much of it is motivated by the panic surrounding Ruth Bader Ginsburg? It's an interesting question to me. To what extent is Ginsburg's health factoring in this whole impeachment push? To what extent is the cultural Marxist media's cheerleading for impeachment motivated by the same panic, the same horror of knowing that any day now we could wake up and Ginsburg would be gone and Trump would now have the power to appoint the 6th or 7th conservative judge, thus taking away the #1 weapon globalist leftists have used to force their liberal worldview down our throats, right? They don't force their left-wing agenda, their globalist agenda down our throats through elections. I mean, outside of San Francisco and New York and other loony leftist places like that. They use the courts to mandate, right, to coerce these left-wing agenda upon us all. So how much of this whole impeachment circus really is nothing more than an outlet for releasing all the emotions at the fear of actually losing the Supreme Court? I think it's got a lot more to do with it than we realize, and that Trump's triumph this week in appointing more judges than all the previous administrations before him is nothing short of a death knell for the future of left-wing liberalism in our judiciary. Now, before you go, I just uploaded a video on a very reputable poll that just came out that shows that support for impeachment has imploded among the American population, right? Despite all the best efforts of our Marxist media, there's just nothing there. It's a big, fat nothing burger. It's nothing less than a nightmare for the Democrats, who are all in at this point. So you're really going to love it. Make sure to click on that link at the top left of the video, and I'll see you over there. God bless.